Hey girls, okay, so this video is to show you how to assemble or how to create the pin with the letter that we have ready and the Tetra Pak and the felt. These are the materials that you are going to need. We have this ready from since last class, but I'm going to explain you again how to sew the pin into the felt. Okay, so I have here my needle. I suggest you to use a smaller needle than the one that we are using for the cross stitching, because the hole it's getting smaller and smaller every time, so it's going to be very hard to pass the needle if you use the big one. Okay, so I'm just going to insert the thread through the hole of the needle, and I'm gonna make it double. Look, it's double. I'm making a knot. In this occasion we are going to make a knot. We are gonna use a knot because this is something very easy, very simple, that is going to help us to secure our pin. So I did like 3 knots, like just to be sure that everything is going to stay in the place. I open the safe pin and I place it here, like in the middle of my felt. Then I start from the back to the top or to the front, and I pass the needle through the hole, then through the other hole. I'm gonna pass the needle 2 or 3 times. You can pass some other times if you consider, like, the idea is to have to make sure that this is secure and it's not going to move or is not going to fall when we use it. So just to make sure, I'm going to pass 3 times. Be careful of always pulling the thread and making sure that you don't make a mess in the back. Now that you are ready, I'm not sure if you can see it. Here we have the thread. To end this, I'm going to pass my needle behind the thread, and then look at this. I pass again behind so I can make sort of a knot. I do this 2 times to make sure that is very, very secure. Okay, look, and then I pull it. When I cut these, let me grab my scissors. When I grab these, I'm going to, give me one moment, I finish this. I'm going to cut the thread, but not close to the knot, okay? Because then I'm gonna take the rest of the thread to fall, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, now I can see that this is super secure. Look, I'm gonna close it so I don't hurt myself. And now I have here my letter. This is the Tetra Pak circle that I did. This letter should be bigger, I mean the stitching, so yours probably have more like area covered. I'm just doing the example with this for you to know, but you can leave a space of 1 finger or 1.5 fingers. Okay, I leave a lot so you can see how big it's going to be. So I'm going to measure the distance of the Tetra Pak. Like the space of your pin is going to be the size of the Tetra Pak. Okay, so that's for you to know. If you cut it small, then obviously your pin is going to be smaller. Make sure of cutting bigger, a little bit big, more big than your letter, so you can have enough space to work. Okay, so now I'm placing the middle part facing me, because if I do this, look what happens. the blue part of the box, it's going to be super evident and it's going to look ugly, so I don't want that. So look, and now I'm going to add some glue, in your case the UHU glue that you have. I'm gonna add it here in my stitches, okay? If you add it here, then you have some of them, and like without stitches, the glue is coming out of this and you're going to make a mess. So yeah, let me cut this thing here. So now I'm gonna add the glue. Give me one moment. In this case, I have liquid silicone because I don't have UHU in this moment, but you have to use your UHU, okay? Okay, so here I have it. Don't get too excited with the UHU, okay? Because then, again, a mess, and yours is more liquid, so I want you to be super careful with that. Then I'm going to paste the Tetra Pak, making sure to leave an even space. Okay, I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure. If you can place something very heavy on top and leave it like that, like for 5 minutes or so. So you are going to make sure that everything is super secure and well pasted, okay? Now, I'm gonna make this a little bit more even. Remember of not cutting the fabric with the small scissors, because the knife of this scissor is special for wool and threads. If you start cutting fabrics or some other things, you are going to damage the knife, and we don't want that, okay? So I'm going to cut a little bit, not too close. Look the space that I'm leaving between from the cardboard, from the Tetra Pak to the end of the fabric, okay? I leave a space, as I told you, of 1 finger. Okay, and now I'm going to make some cuts. Look, some cuts around the fabric. Be careful. I'm not getting inside of my letter. I'm just cutting the fabric that I have outside, okay? Why is that? Why I am doing this? Because if I fold the fabric, look what's going to happen. We are going to have some wrinkles or some other things here that are gonna make the pasting more difficult. But if we do the cutting, look what happens. It's going to be more easy to fold and to paste. So this is the right way to do it. Okay, look how easy it becomes. So I'm going to continue with the cutting. I'm not going to exaggerate with the cutting, okay? There's some, you have to do some few cuts around it, okay? Look, so now that I am ready, I'm going to add glue to this area. Again, UHU to this area, and I'm going to start pasting it like this. I suggest you to add the glue in small areas, because if you add the glue immediately, then you are going to make a mess with the other hand. So you add the glue and then you paste it. Add the glue and you paste it, piece by piece, okay? I'm going to do it and I'll be back. Okay, so I add a line of glue, and then look, I paste this small area. Look how it looks. It looks super neat, super clean, okay? And as I told you, you have to add, it's better that you do it in small areas, in small parts. I think it's better. That way you can control the result. Look, I'm pasting this. Look, it's not hard. You can, the UHU is more liquid, so you can leave your hand or continue touching it like this so it remains in the place that you decide, okay? I'm going to continue and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm done. As you can see, everything, all the circle is well pasted. I don't have pieces of fabric floating or coming out of the circle, you see, and it looks super clean. Be careful, if this is dirty or full of glue or is sticky, it will take points out of your grade, so I want you to be super careful with that. Now we have these two pieces. First, I'm going to measure this. It looks more big than this one, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to take a risk. You can, with a white color, mark the place where you want to cut, but I'm going to take a risk and cut it immediately. If you're going to do this, you have to be very careful of not cutting the fabric. If you do this, you are going to damage all your project, and I'm not going to allow empanadas or, I don't know, some fixing thing that you want to do, okay? I suggest you, I think it's better if the black felt is not that evident, so I'm going to remove a little bit more of it. That way it will look more clean, well finished. Okay, I'm doing some haircuts here. Be very careful with this. I don't want any accident, and I'm warning you several times, so there's no excuse. Okay, let me clean this. Okay, and now what do you think we are going to do? Yes, we are going to add glue, UHU, to this area. Okay, and we are going to paste it like this. I'll be back. I'm going to make this super clear. Please add the UHU or the glue or the silicone to the cardboard, okay? And then you paste this. Okay, so we are ready. We have now our pin ready to wear. I forgot to tell you, and I made a mistake, to make sure when you paste the felt to paste it with the pin in a vertical position, okay? In that way you can wear it in the correct way. I still can wear it because I can place it like however I want, but I think it will be easier if you place it like this. Look at the finishing of this. It has to be super clean, it has to be organized, it has to be kind of even, okay? And I think that's it. If you have any doubt, please go back and watch the video again or write me a message. Have a nice day.